Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Appa have one very nice, beautiful free-range chicken here. Actually, this is half of chicken, okay? Just nice for my four-person family. I'm going to steam it, but I'm going to make something a bit different today, where I'm going to actually add in some fried ginger towards the end. I'm going to show you how to make this fried ginger. It's very simple, and you can you're basically making fried ginger and ginger oil at the same time, where you can use it to steam fish, to steam chicken, steam anything. Yeah. Later, I will show you how to do it. Very simple. So first of all, you cut the chicken into chunks, and then we are going to prep the chicken first. So first of all, let's give some fine salt. A lot of people ask Appa, how do you normally wash your chicken? Seriously, if your chicken is fresh, I usually just wash it under water, rinse it under water, that's it. I did not do anything else. Some people will wrap one layer, put on some salt and then wash it. I don't do all that actually, to be very honest, because I know you have problem whenever I buy fresh chicken from the wet market especially. And if I take out the chicken from the fridge and I really smell some funny smell, I won't use the chicken at all. I will just throw it away. It happened once to me, I think. All right, this is Shaoxing wine. Let's give it a few pieces of ginger on top. Actually, ginger and chicken matches each other very, very well. They are best friends, yeah? And I'm going to add in some more water so that later I'll be getting more broth. My daughter and my family love to drink this chicken stock. You can also put one layer of veggie towards at the bottom. Can also, yeah? Let's put this into the steamer. I'll show you how to do the fried ginger. Right, I have preheat the steamer to 100 degrees Celsius. If you're using a normal pot, then a wok, then you make sure the water is boiled. Okay, put it in the middle, and I will steam it between 15 to 20 minutes. And let's quickly go and make the ginger. Right, we're going to coarsely chop the ginger, so I've removed the skin and cut it into chunks so that it's easier to chop using the chopper. And let's try not to put in any water first, because I don't want it to be too fine. It is supposed to be very coarse. Only a few seconds, wait. Okay, I think good enough. Okay, this consistency, and let's saute it. So let's prepare a pan. I'm going to give it some oil. I'm going to give it a little bit more oil here because I also want ginger oil. Yeah? Garlic oil, ginger oil, shallot oil, all this is fragrant oil that you can use to fry veggie or anything, yeah, anything you like. Then we can put in the chopped ginger. You don't need this much for this particular dish. I'm actually making it more so that I can use it for other dishes. After making this, the rest I will actually, those are not used, I will actually put it inside the fridge. I'll probably need more oil here. Let me check the focus. Right, so we use a medium temperature to saute this ginger until it is golden brown. Now there's only one tips that you need to take note after this. I'll tell you shortly. So now you see all this bubble, yeah? All these are the moisture releasing from the ginger itself. And that's why we also don't want to add water during the chopping process just now, because you don't want this water. You don't want all this moisture. You want to saute away all the moisture. Then only it can get golden brown. It wouldn't take very long. It will only take a couple of minutes. Yeah? We'll come back shortly. This is after about 4 minutes. You can see still a lot of bubbles. Yeah, there's still a lot of moisture here. So you want to continue saute it. The day I actually make probably only 1/3 of this amount. It only took me 3 minutes actually. But today 4 minutes already still, I think it will take a few more minutes because of the amount that I'm making today. The other day I was just trying how it will turn out to be, and it turned out to be superb. I use it to put it onto my steamed fish. Superb, so nice. Mix it together with fried garlic. Beautiful. That's what I learned from the restaurant. This is after about 6 minutes. I tuned down the fire a little bit because I started to see it started to brown. See? The ginger started to brown. Now this is the next step, which is very important here. As you start seeing about 50% of it started to brown, off the fire. Off the fire, because the residual heat is going to continue cook through the ginger, right? You don't want to overcook the ginger, it will become bitter. See? See? The moment you start seeing about 40-50% of it becoming golden brown color, that's where you should off the fire. And I will just set it aside. All right, see, it is still seasoning even though I have taken out away from the wok, yeah? But look at the beautiful golden brown, golden blended ginger. Look at how beautiful it is. You can use this for anything. Fish, meat, veggie, all this, yeah? You can use it all. You can use the oil, you can use the crispy bits here. This is after close to 20 minutes. Wow! Can you see how beautiful it is? Let me quickly take it out. Look at my beautiful chicken here. This chicken is not very fatty, that's why I don't get so much of fatty chicken oil today. So this is our fried ginger. Okay. Let me give you some fried ginger on top. Alright, and I'll garnish it with some greens, some fresh coriander. Done. And the rest of fried ginger, I will keep it inside a glass container and put it inside the fridge when it is become cold. Yeah. Right. So here's my very simple steamed free-range chicken with some fried ginger. I hope you like my very simple video today. If you like my video, do share my video on Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Apa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Apa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.